and it's been inviting a lot of debate. It's probably unprecedented, but 30 days after the horrific Karur Stampede, and you can see the pictures of the grieving relatives there on the right of your screens, viewers. 30 days after this incident, actor Vijay, who is also a chief ministerial aspirant, has finally found the time to meet the victims and kin of those trampled underfoot. But Vijay didn't call on the sufferers. Instead, in a rather imperious fashion, he summoned the victims and survivors to himself. So all these poor people, viewers, his fans that suffered because of alleged misdemeanors on his party's part and perhaps even his part, viewers, these poor sufferers have had to come all the way to meet Vijay, who now has decided to condole with them. Yes, you heard right. The condolences he offered were at his time and location of choosing. In all my time, I've never known this to happen. His party, TVK, had booked 50 rooms in a hotel in Mamallapuram to enable the actor politician to personally meet the grieving families who travelled to the venue in a bus. This even as the Central Bureau of Investigation has taken over the probe into the stampede, with a team of officials already visiting the site of the stampede in Karur that occurred on September 27th during a TVK rally where Vijay was scheduled to speak. So exactly a month later, he now decides, viewers, to offer his condolences, but he basically calls in the condolence. Come to me is the message. And very many people are saying this is very insensitive. Now, viewers, the case is of course before the CBI, and the CBI was appointed on behest of the Supreme Court on a petition filed by TVK itself for an independent probe. Some arrests have already been made. A number of people from the TVK itself have been arrested, some of their top officials from the district also. But coming back to the meeting, it has sparked debate because some are criticizing Vijay for arranging travel and accommodation instead of visiting Karur directly to console the families. The party said the arrangement was necessary because Vijay was unable to obtain permission from the authorities to visit the victim in Karur. Viewers, whichever you cut it, the list of omissions are piling up because they add to a sense of impunity. And let me tell you, Vijay's team did not heed the local police when he was asked to change the venue 27th of last month. Vijay kept the crowd waiting for 6-7 hours after finally reaching the rally, by which point there were masses of people, more than even what the ground could hold. Vijay ignored clear signs of the tragedy unfolding and went on speaking. Vijay stopped only after he was informed a young girl was missing. Vijay quickly exited the scene and went back to his home base. He didn't even wait, viewers, in the neighboring constituency or go to the hospitals. Vijay has yet to even comment on the tragedy or express remorse in a manner that suggests, viewers, that he is taking moral responsibility. Yes, he has issued a video. He's met some of these people now and allegedly broken down. But you know what I'm trying to say, viewers? There has to be an unconditional admission. And you had this problem, never even a visit to the hospital. So there are some issues. And there is a pattern to Vijay's alleged disregard. Or is there not? Is it VIP privilege at its worst, viewers? Some questions. And I'm not taking a position, I'm just asking the questions. And I want to go straight across to Ranjana Nachiyar, spokesperson of the TVK. Shekhar Iyer, senior journalist, is also here with us. Dr. Ranganathan is also with us on this debate. Now, Ms. Nachiyar, let me ask you this. This is a little unprecedented, where you summon people when they are in their grief, when they are at their lowest moment and say, look, if I have to condole with you, I'll do it on my terms. How do you respond to this, ma'am? I think this is stretching it a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Before we getting into the interview, you have projected our leader, TVK leader Vijay, in a bad way, that he's hiding himself, he's not coming out. He didn't go to Karur to show his grief. He has invited all the victim families to Chennai to meet them, to share their grief. All these things. You need not have to project a wrong way. You need not have to project him in a wrong way, or party leader in a wrong projection. The ground reality you should understand. The ground reality is there are so many mischief makers in Karur. They don't want our leader Vijay to come and show his grief there. And another unrest situations might happen. So to avoid those things, and TVK leader, he just wants to set a new standard. Quite empathy, quiet, and direct outreach and safety planning should replace big crowds and speeches. Vijay's approach is a lesson to how humanity must come before politics. And there is no objection from the victim families and from Vijay sir. Then why does the other party people and you guys bothering about why Vijay didn't go to Karur? Why do you all want to make another unrest situation? Everything is going well. The people have understood what kind of critical situation the party, the Vijay, the leader of TVK is facing, and they accepted to come. They never showed any.
Ma'am, you said that
any objections.
Okay, so you said that I unfairly. I've just stated the facts. Are there any facts that you found that were wrong?
No, that's not a fact. That's not a fact.
No, what is not a fact? The fact that he left the venue. No, 1 second. Let's go over the facts, since you're disputing them. Is it not true that the crowd was kept waiting for 6-7 hours, ma'am? The rally was supposed to start at noon, and it started actually at 5 or 6 in the evening. In fact, a little later than that. Is it not true, yes or no? Tell me I'm lying. Okay. Viewers, Vijay ignores. I think we lost her. We should try to bring her back. It's important. Vijay ignored the clear signs of the tragedy unfolding and went on speaking. This is on record. This is what we are being told. But Dr. Ranganathan, what do you make of this? Because, look, Ranjana Nachiyar is going to say what she is obviously within her bounds remits to say. She has to defend her leader. Are we being unfair?
We lost the spokesperson at a moment where I just wanted to put a very simple question to her. When she says there was nothing wrong in the victims or the families of the victims being literally summoned by someone who in many ways is responsible for this tragedy. I wanted to ask a very simple question. You had, in the aftermath of the Morbi bridge collapse in Gujarat, the Prime Minister visit the unfortunate site, the tragic site, and he met with the families of the victims. Should he have instead paid for their tickets and asked them to come from Gujarat to Delhi to see him? Is this what this country has come to now, Rahul? That on one instance where clearly even the ruling dispensation in Tamil Nadu, and my good friend Salim would vouch for that, has accepted the fact that way more than the people who were expected to attend that rally came, and incidentally today marks exactly 1 month. The ruling dispensation has accepted that a tragedy happened, it was avoidable. But I want to ask even Salimji, it's been a month. Why is it that still an FIR has not been registered against Vijay when a tragedy of course it's awful to compare such tragedies, but in the case of the tragedy that happened in Hyderabad, Allu Arjun was arrested. Why is an FIR not even been filed against Vijay? And now, to compound it, the lady is back, so perhaps you could ask her, should the Prime Minister have summoned the families of the Morbi victims instead of going there?
Okay, let me ask Ranjana Nachiyar ji. Let me just ask you this question. It's a question that Dr. Ranganathan is asking. You said that what's wrong if Vijay has summoned these victims and their families and so on and so forth? What difference does it make? After all, they're okay with it. After Morbi happened, the bridge collapse in Gujarat, should the Prime Minister, instead of visiting those people, have called them all to his residence at 7 LKN and said, okay, come, I'll condole with you now? Would you have been okay with that, or would you have found that a bit odd?
See, there is different kinds of protocols given to people. The Prime Minister's protocol, you must have known, it's completely a higher kind of protocol they have given for Prime Minister. And obviously, he's a celebrity in Tamil Nadu. People are like, fan followers are huge. And the crowd is not under control,
But
even
ma'am,
by the police.
the High Court itself had warned you that the man is popular, you have to have good crowd control. And despite that,
Definitely,
one
that
second,
is not-
one second, this
that
is very
is not
important.
in the
No,
party's-
Vijay, one second, Vijayji, despite that, goes out there and seeks the votes. So when he wanted the votes, he was prepared to risk lives because he was told specifically by the court. Am I wrong? Was he not told?
Vijay is a person, he can become a chief minister even
Ma'am,
by
that's
sitting
fine.
inside
That's
the house.
great. He's a great man. He's God-given.
Even by sitting
he's a
inside
great
the house,
man.
he
He's
will become the
God-given.
chief
But I'm
minister of
asking you a
Tamil Nadu.
specific question. See, everyone today now goes out there, viewers, and proclaims that they're gods. But fine, they're all gods. We are mortals. And I have to ask you this question, ma'am. Was it not true that the High Court warned Vijay that there could be an incident at his rallies, that he needs to take more control and care? Yes or no?
That is not a warning. People projecting this as a warning. This is not a warning. This is the kind of informations and schedules in the
Please,
next
the
rallies.
High Court put out an
the
advisory
party
to him
should take
saying that
care
there is a
of all these
disaster
kind
waiting
of
to happen.
responsibilities.
Okay.
No
one
other
second,
stampede should happen.
One second. No.
So
You know, let's not be too clever
the
by
media
half.
is projecting that as
Ranjana
a warning.
Nachyar.
The court doesn't warn any leader.
No. 1 second. Ranjana Nachyar, please, this is nothing about Mr. Vijay. No one is here got a problem with Vijay. No one is personally got any, grouse against him. So please don't make us seem as if we have some personal animus. God help him and he becomes CM. We need a change in Tamil Nadu in any case. So I'll be happy if someone else walked in and did it. If Vijay is the right person, he should. But I'm asking a fundamental question. If Vijay doesn't have it within him to go and express remorse, to take the onus, to take the pressure, how is he going to run a state? I don't understand. But that's a different matter also, viewers, because I don't want to be subjective here. I asked a fundamental question because Ranjana Nachyar told me that I was being unfair. So I want to ask her, did he not keep the crowd waiting for 6 to 7 hours, ma'am? He was supposed to be there at 12 o'clock. He ended up at 6:30.
That does not purposefully happen.
Oh, didn't happen purposely, but it just did happen.
Purposely, it happened because of the
Why
crowd
did it
and
happen?
the previous engagements
Why
happened
did
in Namakkal.
previous engagements, viewers?
Yes.
This is what I'm saying. Where are the priorities? The priorities are not the people. This is the point.
Please. Of course, we keep informing the police people in Karur.
But ma'am,
about the
it's too
happenings
late. They also warned you that there are too many
keep
people.
informing where is Vijay, where is the next step, where
there
is the
were
next
other
point.
things happening.
We keep informing the police
You
persons.
think that the people of this country are
police,
dirt,
the state
that they're going to
government
wait for
must
your
be
leader for
responsibly
6 hours or
stopped
7 hours under the burning
telling
sun
the crowd
and they're going to
surge.
salute him? Please, don't take the people of this country for granted like this. Yes, you're a superstar. Be a superstar in your theatre. This is a public domain.
No, I strongly condemn your
1
point.
second. Yeah, you can
strongly
condemn me.
your
But it's a
point.
fact. Let
You
me
just
ask
have to
Salem
hear to
Dharendra
me.
Dharan. No, let me ask him.
There to condemn.
Let me ask
Now
him.
he's speaking facts.
No, I must be a yes man, you see. So it's okay.
Crazy.
DMK spokesperson here with us. The accusation that is coming from Ranjana Nachyar is very simple and straightforward. She's saying that there are people who are not allowing Vijay to go to Karur. Permissions are not being given, this, that, the other. Can you explain why your government is scared of him going to people in Karur and being seen amongst him, and why are they being denied, or why are you denying him permission?
Yeah, I think it's a very preposterous allegation because there is no merit in it. Firstly and foremost, if he has the intention, he's been doing politics, work from home politics. He has introduced a new, unique concept. You have work from home finance professional, you have work from home IT professional, he's a work from home politician. Even before this incident, months before it, from the day he started his party, he is someone who has not been leaving his house. Even for important days in Tamil Nadu, he was not seen outside, he was only giving statements from his house. That being said, on the day of the tragedy, my chief minister, even the opposition leader Edapadi, and even the BJP leaders for that matter, though I could be my political opponent, within 48 hours, they were all there. Okay, my chief minister in 4 hours, the opposition leader the next day in the morning within maybe 14, 15 hours, then the BJP within 20 hours. But this man Say
No, but
at
he's
10
saying
p.m.
that you're denying him permission to go there.
No, wait. I'm coming there. At 8 p.m., the tragedy happens. This man has an audacity to take the flight and go back to Chennai. From Karur, Tiruchi is 1 hour, right? And Coimbatore is 90 minutes. Maybe you're not from Tamil Nadu, you may not know this. So Tiruchi airport, he goes to Tiruchi airport. So my point is, why could he not have stayed in the Tiruchi itself? In a hotel or in a guest house, he is an actor, he has properties across the state, or in Coimbatore, coordinated with his cadres on relief measures. And then at least deputed is number 2. Okay, he's a superstar. He's
Okay.
God, they say. Number 2, why did the number 2 or number 3 not go?
But are you denying him permission subsequently to
No,
go
see,
to Karur?
I'm coming back to that. My point is, does he have the intention? Only if he has the intention or not, if that is true, then the second question of are we giving permission or not will arise. My point is, he does not have the intention.
But answer
If he
the
had
question.
intention, same night,
Answer the
General
question, sir.
Secretary Busi Anand,
No.
General Secretary Busi Anand could have gone.
True, but
Permission.
Mr. Salam, I'm asking you,
Permission.
are you denying particularly Mr. Vijay? Because that was the claim that was made by the TVK spokesperson. She wouldn't be
No,
lying.
I am saying there was no permission that is being denied. They simply do not have intention. That has been their pattern from the inception of the party, is what I'm trying to say. If at all,
so
if you have
viewers,
denied permission hypothetically,
here is a he said, she said kind of situation. Now, Ms. Rachna Nachiyar, before I bring in Shekhar Iyer, can you give me any concrete example of a permission that you have sought? Did you apply for something? Is there any paper proof, any date, any time? I can't hear you, ma'am. I think you might have muted yourself. Please unmute yourself. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
So many venues we have requested.
Okay.
The local Karur halls, we have requested in the morning. They say, okay, you can take this hall for meeting the victims. In the evening, they withdrew it. They don't know. They say, they just say, please understand. Please understand.
Okay.
No other words.
Okay.
They just want to say,
two
please
sets
understand.
of claims. Yes, very quickly.
Salim. It clearly says that they have some.
Yeah.
See, I'll make this point here, okay, to make it very clear. It is a private marriage hall. They have refused permission. Now they are holding it in a resort. The resort has given permission. What role government has? But you are, for example, a marriage hall owner. You have seen all the 4 rallies of Vijay, how the public property has been vandalized. If you are a marriage hall owner who has spent 40 crores, 50 crores money, would you give it, risking on how TVK has managed the events?
Okay.
I'm not blaming the
this
cadres
will be an
unending
face-off on a minor detail, but it's an important one in the larger context. Shekhar Iyer, what are we seeing here really? I am quite lost for words. I have never seen this kind of an expression of sympathy where someone calls the victims across to them. Now, there are many reasons that the TVK spokesperson has given. How do they how do you assess those?
Well, Rahul, as we have all seen, facts leading to that terrible tragedy. Vijay has been quite reckless in the manner in which he decided to proceed on this kind of road trip, and there were several warnings coming when he visited, Perambalur, Ariyalur, in other places. None of the normal safety, protocol that should have been taken by the TVK volunteers themselves was not followed. That is one part. The other part is, which is why, the matter came up to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court ordered a CBI inquiry and set up a Supreme Court judge-headed SIT. So obviously there are several dimensions to it, and the question is, how did the Karur tragedy happen? The tragedy itself. See, it's very clear that DMK leadership has been quite, having butterflies in the stomach since he has been drawing crowds. Now, this whole thing, should have Vijay done better? Definitely. I mean, first he should have, either their first 2 rallies which were held near Madurai, that saw a better management. But once he decided to go on a road show, things went haywire, and they were going haywire. Now, question is, it happened in Karur. Now, none of us can ignore the fact that Karur is the home ground of a very powerful minister, Senthil Balaji, who close to the Stalin family, and Senthil Balaji would not have been very happy with a grand show there. So there are several questions that have been put, several allegations made as to what did the supporters of Senthil Balaji do. These are the matters that came before the High Court that have gone before the Supreme Court also. That's why the Supreme Court decided it has to be investigated by CBI. Because CBI comes
the
under
comment
often criticism that it is trying to help the centre and BJP. That's why an SIT monitored. Now,
Okay.
as far as Vijay's behavior is concerned, but then what he has done subsequent to that, he wanted to beat them. Definitely, Tamil Nadu police was not cooperating with it. Because, the DMK leadership doesn't want that he should go there. So,
I
there
understand.
were several things being told to Vijay, if you go there, there will be a further law and order problem, your safety is in a lot of things were fed. Obviously, Vijay is totally scared and he stands alone.
Yeah, he can't
because
risk
that was his
another.
policy.
He can't risk another situation. So the DMK have got him. You're suggesting where they want him. Is that really what is happening, Salam Saab?
I think this is all imagination. There is no proof. In fact, the matter is sub judice. Supreme Court ordered CBI probe is happening.
That's true.
You will know the answer. My party is ruling.
But can I
the
ask
state.
you a simple
Why
question,
do you want
Mr.
to-
No, can I ask you one question, Mr. Dharan? Just one question. The CBI came about 10 days
There has been
later.
N number of
No, one
problem.
second. The CBI came in about
No,
10
listen.
10 days too late, many people would say, right? They came in. In those first 10 days, you never filed an FIR and named Vijay. Why?
Yeah. Why?
See, you can ask me N number of questions, but the point is you have to give me time to answer. You can ask me any number of questions, I'll give
Yeah.
me time to reply. The point is, our first job was to within 48 hours, FIR was filed. TVK functionaries, on whose name was the event organized? Under the local district official. He has signed a form, TVK official, saying any untoward incident, I am responsible. The crowd will be capped at 10,000. He has signed. And then he gets his legitimacy from the party general secretary. So the manner it was done was that the event is organized by the local TVK Karur district secretary, and then Busi Anand has sought for another
Okay.
permission from the commissioner of DGP office in Chennai. So cases have been filed on these two, and they are absconding. Now,
Okay.
after investigation, a charge sheet will be filed. In the charge sheet, Vijay, if they say after these people are arrested, no, we did it under the instruction of Vijay, of course, an FIR will be filed. Under,
Okay, Dr.
maybe
Ranganathan, what do you make
will
of
be
this
filed under
response?
Vijay.
And
But
I'll end it
before
at that.
the
Yes.
investigation reveals, on the day one, you arrest the A1 is arrested.
Okay.
In day one, you arrest the A1. Then you go until A2, A3, A4, and A10, A16.
Okay.
Right,
Let me
Vijay
bring in
not
Dr. Ranganathan. We get the point you're making. Let me get in Dr. Ranganathan. Yes.
Salim is a dear friend, but he knows, everyone knows that obviously Vijay, the FIR was not filed because you have parties across the political spectrum and ideology quoting him. It's a fact. Number two, when he himself admitted right now that in writing was given that the crowd would not swell more than 10,000, and by the estimates of the investigation team, it swelled to 27,000. Who is responsible for maintaining the law and order, Salim? Is it the TVK or is it the police?
I'll tell you the reason. I'll answer this. So I think because this was all covered in the Tamil media, so what had actually happened was at no point there were more than 10,000 people. But Vijay, contrary to his usual rallies where he stands up and waves at people, at this Karur alone, he went inside his caravan, shut his door, turned off the light, and was nowhere to be seen. So for like 1, 2, 3 kilometers, his followers
well-
were following him. And one DSP of Tamil Nadu stopped his caravan and said, don't go further. He didn't listen.
Well, the
And it all
CBI is
happened
looking at all of this. Okay, the CBI is looking at all of this, viewers. We can't at this moment implicate anybody. We can only look at the optics. And the optics don't paint a very favorable picture for any of these parties. Let me tell you, viewers, let's be very honest about this.